Best of the best. That's how she's known in the acting fraternity. 77-year-old veteran actress Nomhle Nkonyeni passed away in hospital today after being admitted last week. Nkonyeni appeared in a number of local productions and TV shows, including Scandal and Gazlam. She was recently recognized for her work in performing arts by President Cyril Ramaphosa, who honored her with the Order of the Ikhamanga in silver. We're now joined by actress-turned-script producer Grace Matlaba, who worked closely with Nkonyeni. Thank you so much for your time, and so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I want you to first, let's reflect on Nomhle Nkonyeni's life and things that people don't know about her, the good parts that we did not see on screen.
Wow, Nomhle. I met Nomhle years ago because I was friends with her daughter, Nkonyeni. And the first time I arrived at that house, having seen her prior in theater, an actress who was black and acting in Afrikaans, when we just decided Afrikaans is not kosher anymore. And it was fascinating, and to see her being in charge in that home was something that one could take with and say, I want to be like her. She was sharp, she was shrewd, like she tells it as it is. If you say something that she doesn't like, right now, it's battle, you fight, and whoever wins. But of course, she's going to win all the time. So that's the Nomhle that I know. And I remember her saying to me, she used to call me Mgreyana. Hey, Mgreyana, times are tough. Whatever we make in this industry, we need to have homes. So this was amongst one of the first black women that I saw having a home as an actress, and that inspired me to realize this is one of the first things that I have to do. She had a flat in Hillbrow, and I went to see it. I was like, wow, okay, 3 bedrooms, a lounge. So for me, it was a dream come true to have met another black woman. I've met a lot, but she was different because we were in the same industry, and she taught me not to have boundaries. If it's your time, and you give your best. So whatever she was doing, she was giving her best. Yeah. Yes, so you either listen to her or you don't listen to her. But she doesn't care. She will say what needs to be said when it has to be said.
Yeah,
and
that was to so many people, and that's the exact same thing. She was fierce. She didn't worry about expressing herself. So on set, what happens?
Well, you see, myself and when I met Ilse van Heermet, who's a producer, we've always wanted her to come and work on Scandal, but we didn't know how. And when we met Masasa Mbangeni, who played Tembeka, there were similarities, like big, in terms of strength, in terms of acting, and because they're all close. And we wanted her to be the mother, but we thought, oh, she's a bit old. But when we created the Langa family, and we had Siseko, we thought, wow, this would be befitting. Little did we know that the public will love her to bits. Whenever we had her on screen, everything will just light up. And of course, you look at dialogue and some Grayan, cause up. What is this that you've written? Hi. This is bad representation. Yeah. But make it your own. You're here for the same thing. I did my part, do your part. It's okay, fine. And I'll chop. I don't have the brains now to be memorizing all this. Yeah. I can say this in one line. So she would do that, and she would call people, aye. No, we don't do it like that. So up to the last day, she was acting and directing and producing at the same time. And you have to understand and give her the space. I mean, even I, who's fierce myself, when she's in the room, I take a back seat because I know.
Yeah, you know where the queen is.
Oh, yes.
And directors and script writers, I know people are very sensitive about their scripts when they write it. I mean, how do they deal and handle with everything that she gave them?
Listen, coming from a background where we come from as African people, we know when the queen is in the house, you let the queen reign. You know, the queen will leave and will start playing. But she had a lot of experience. She had a lot of wisdom in terms of the industry. So you wouldn't just say no to her. You'd have to listen to her first before you say no. And half the time she's right. Yeah. So it was hard to say no to Nomhle. And we really thought she has earned it. And one of the things that she said to me was, you know what I hate about this industry? They only talk about us when we are dead. I don't want nobody to talk about me when I'm dead. They need to recognize me now. I'm tired of this whole thing. They talk and they give us big tombstones. I'm not interested. I need somebody to talk about me now. And when I heard that President Ramaphosa called all of them the veterans and did that, I know Nomhle is happy with that. And of course, we were going to discuss it now because we phoned her last night because we knew she was coming to shoot with us from Friday. And she said, I'm coming. We booked the ticket, booked everything. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I know.
Now, she, of course, was honored. She's had a street named after her. She got the honor of Ikhamanga and silver from the president as well, which is, many people are saying, is befitting because she wanted that recognition while
Yes.
she was
Oh,
alive.
yes.
So how does South Africa remember her, outside of her characters that she played?
Well, those who had an opportunity to meet her, I will say they sucked a lot out of her, those who had. And depending on which angle you look at her, because sometimes you can think she is negative, but if you take in between the negativity, or whatever she's saying, you will realize that she's talking about something that's so huge, larger than life. Like if she touched my life and touched a lot of young black actors' lives, they will remember her. I mean, nobody will have that voice. Nobody will have that look. She looks once and you know, it's coming, the house of cards is coming down. And even now, for me, her saying, I will come on Friday, Greyana, it was a soldier who knows that when you're a soldier, you die in battlefield. You do not go back. You don't surrender. So she didn't surrender. She really wanted to come and work with us. We had a storyline for her. We asked her, will you be able to do it? She says, yes, I will do it. And it's a big story. And you cannot fill those shoes. So we even decided that we are not even going to replace her. How would you replace such a queen? All I can say is lucky to that person that we will now approach as somebody who's been delegated by her to come and represent the family. Lucky to her to have a baton been passed on from such a giant. So, yeah.
It is incredible to hear these stories, and thank you so much for taking time to actually speak to us and share it with us. And sorry for your loss.
Thank you.